Miss Cassie, she's a USA Today best-selling author. Yay! We became best-selling authors together. Cassie Verano pens STEAM interracial romance for readers of all cultures and backgrounds. Her women are super sassy and wicked smart, and her men are sexy alpha males who are fiercely protective of the women they love. This Southern Belle is a native Georgia peach who enjoys reading, writing, and trying different cuisines from around the world. On rainy days, she can be found cuddling under a blanket with a good mystery movie on Hallmark or LMN. She's a wife to an alpha male and mother to three zany kids. So, without further ado, we're going to get ourselves started. Hey, Miss Lakeisha, welcome, welcome. Yay, everybody's
Hey,
here.
Kitty!
All in support. So we got a lot to do today because we're going to not only interview Miss Cassie, we got our famous, we're going to talk about, no, we always talk about books, life, love, and sex. So it's going to be exciting. And then we're going to have a live reading because she has a book coming out tomorrow. And we'll give her a chance. One of the Savage Bloodline books are coming out tomorrow. So to give her opportunity to read a live reading, talk about it, however she want to do it. So I want to definitely start off with that. My first question is this. What did you do to prepare for this Savage series?
Whew. I let me say first and foremost, I'm about to put my husband on the spot. I did a lot of picking his brain, and I had to pick his brain because he's the one that loves the Goodfellas and the Donnie Brasco and all those other movies. And I try to get into them, and I actually can get into.
Oh, I love him. I love Mafia.
I can get into any action movies, but I'm not a huge movie TV person. So I spend more time reading than I do anything. So I looked at a little bit of something, but then I kind of just veered away. And I did like I do with all of my books. I was like, hey, well, what do you think about this? And hey, what do you think about that? Because for me, especially with Marco, this book was a lot heavier on the violence and the action than the romance. And so there's some scenes that, I definitely sat him down and drilled him on and made him just, really, I just picked his brain about a lot of stuff, even to one specific scene where there's this technique that Marco employs when he's eliminating someone. And it's a very ancient technique. Him and my son taught me about it. And so I just kind of picked their brains. So I have to say that was the main thing. And already being a part of the Savage Bloodline series anyway, I kind of built it off of where I left off at with Alessandro.
Which segues to my next question in general, which is how did you even get into tap into this world of romance in the first place?
Okay, so with romance, I did not like romance. Promised I'd never write romance. It just wasn't interesting to me because I didn't believe in necessarily the happily ever after as the readers might expect. I always felt like everybody can have a happily ever after, and it may not necessarily end up with the man and the woman together, or it may not end up with this, that, or the other. Everybody gets to define what their happily ever after is. I wish for everybody to end up with their man, but it may not be that. And that doesn't mean that you can't still be happy. But I was a ghostwriter for a few romance authors. And one of them convinced me to put down the ghostwriting pen and focus more on my writing because I was already writing, but I was writing women's fiction under my real name. And so she convinced me to put it down and to get focused. And she made me give myself a deadline as to when I would start doing it. And so some things happened in life called COVID and all that good, wonderful stuff. And it started speeding the process up a little bit faster than what it should have been. And that's kind of how I got into romance. As to how I got into writing altogether, that was all his fault.
And can you elaborate how it's his fault?
Yeah.
Well,
you didn't make that sound like a good thing.
Exactly. That's what I'm like. He said it's his fault.
So it was supposed to be entertainment for me. and it was therapeutic for me. It was something I've been doing since I was 12. But Mr. V is not a nosy person, guys, by the way. He is just not nosy at all. But this particular day, for some reason, he found himself nosy. And this was way back when we first started dating. And he found all these boxes of my writing. And I came home and he was sitting in the middle of my bed. He was sitting in the middle of my bed with all these tablets that I had been writing in around him. And he was like, "Did you know you could write?" And I was like, Jennifer, thank you, Jennifer. But so I was kind of self-conscious about it because it wasn't something that I really wanted to share with anybody. It was just something that I did for me. And I didn't want anyone judging me on. And so from there, 1996, fast forward to 2012, every single year, he was constantly pushing me to do something with it, to the point where if I was getting on his nerves, he would tell me, "Sit down and go write a book. Sit down and go write a book," or "Shut up and go write a book." And I would get so furious with him. And one day he told me, he said, "Okay, we'll share it with your book club." And I shared it anonymously with my book club. And I told him it was a writer friend of mine. And they were like, "Oh my God, she should publish this. This is really good, da, 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 da." And it just took off from there. And here I am.
Okay. And so with that, I'm going to let Mr. V take over. He's going to talk to us a little bit about asking you questions about life. Hey, Miss Ruby, Miss Ruby. Yes,
hey,
I'm asking
Ruby.
you.
Okay. You asked me to ask questions.
Hey, Antoinette, yes, it's your turn.
Hey, Antoinette.
Okay. Oh, y'all reading. Okay, here we go.
Pay no attention to us. Pay no attention to us.
Love my husband and bless him, but
first of all, I want to put my disclaimer in. Everything that she called her baby is my fault for some reason. I don't know how that worked. But anyway, to the questions. Oh, shoot. Cassie.
I know where he was going.
Sir, we got to hurry up.
Yeah. Oh, my fault. Okay, you're right. Very interesting things in the love world. How much is facts? What the percentage of what you write is facts or fictions in your life?
That's a good question. We all listening.
Yeah. So let me say, well, first and foremost, most of it is out of my head in terms of the situations and the scenarios. The protectiveness of the man all stems from my husband. The part about the women sometimes getting on everybody's nerves, including my readers, that stems from me. The indecisiveness, that is reality. Like I said, the protectiveness.
Say it again. Okay.
The indecisiveness, that is 100% reality me. The protective, loving male, the patient male, that is my husband, 100%. But as far as all the scenarios and things that happen, I would have to say, those are just things that come from my head. Mm-hmm. We ain't talking about the sex part. We're just talking about the other stuff.
No.
Oh,
yes.
Yes.
Just like. Oh, God. Oh, you done tongue-tied him. Tongue-tied him.
Yeah, because I didn't know how to word it up, but I was talking about in your love world. I was talking about them interesting things. You be saying some stuff in them books now. I know.
Okay. So I would have to say 50-50. I would have to say 50-50. The hardcore BDSM. I'm just gonna leave that there. I'm not answering that question.
Anyway,
I plead the fifth.
Question.
I plead the fifth.
All
I
right,
am
next
shaking my
question.
head. I don't have my pearls. So I'm gonna clutch my necklace.
All right, this a little more getting to know you. It's like you made some very good choices in life. If you can go back and change anything, what would it be and why?
I don't know. I don't know that I would. Yeah, I would. I think the one thing that I would change, because I was going to say I wouldn't change anything because I have learned, and again, y'all gonna probably hear me shout him out a lot because my husband is constantly in my ear. But I have learned through him pushing me. I used to often have a lot of regrets about, choices and decisions that I made in life. But he always told me, don't regret your choices, because if you regret them, those choices that you made are what made you the woman that you are today. Then you regret your life. So I can't really say that anymore. But what I will say is that I would have listened more to my husband, um, and my mom and my daughter, because all three of them are very wise people, and I'm very emotional, and I tend to make decisions sometimes based off of emotion and not thinking it through, and they're more logical than I am, so they will try to steer me with something, but if I'm deep in my feelings at that moment, I'm not hearing it. I'm pushing everything aside. I am full steam Pisces, swimming downstream, and you can't catch me, so
Are you
until I'm
changing
coming back
anything?
upstream again. Huh?
Is this where you change anything?
Yeah, that's the
Or
only
what?
thing that I think I would change is just I would listen more.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Mr. V,
Y'all
any more
want some more?
questions? You got any more questions?
Oh.
We can take one more, then
So,
yes, and we'll.
I
You covering life and
was
love.
advised.
You covering life and love.
I was advised I can only ask 2 questions.
You was advised you can only ask 2 questions. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know where they come from. I thought that was kind of shaded, but she said y'all came up with that decision together.
Yes, a question on life, a question on love. So that's what you were doing, right?
Yes.
Y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see how this goes.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do now.
That's after she asked me if I had another question. Okay.
We're not shading you. We're not.
At all. At all. We're not. We appreciate you, Mr. V, coming on and being a part of our special interview. Now,
He
this
thinks
is a
you
part.
got my back.
Now, can I ask another question that came on the board to Miss Tiye? Before I left and got my glasses so I can hear real clearly. You were saying something about some statistics about
I didn't say nothing
women
about
and
statistics.
No, that's not.
Okay, well, all right. I could have. You repeat it to me so I don't mess nothing up.
That's gonna be for another show, guys.
We gotta do that because that'll take that will be that if we talk about that. Because see, I got this big old thing of cream behind me. So
we're gonna put a pin in that.
We're gonna pin. No, that's a good question. No, that's a good question.
I ain't never scared.
I'll say this.
Green cream is daddy too.
Look, I'm gonna say this because people probably say, "What are y'all talking about?" Real quick, but we're gonna talk about that one day. Mr. V made a comment because I got this big old Michael B. Jordan that my friends put in my house as a prank to scare me, and plus they know I love Michael B. Jordan. So because I just saw Creed 3, fell in love with it, I just thought it'd be cute to put it here. And Mr. V was like, "If I walked in my house with a big old picture, a big old woman, then I'm gonna have to hear it. It can't be the same." And all I said was, "It's different with women because as a whole, women cheat less than men." And he was like, what? So, because I know that can be a whole.
We're gonna put a pin in there because we're gonna take a survey. Pin on that. We're gonna put a pin in there and take a survey.
We can take
the world is different now. The world I ain't say women don't cheat.
I ain't say women don't cheat. I just say
I ain't say that.
No, I don't know statistics, but I know men still cheat more. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, let's just move. Let's keep it moving. Because this is the part that I'm looking forward to. This is the part of the show when we talk about sex. And
Hold on,
we
I have to. I just gotta jump in. I can't help it.
Okay.
I want to say this to you, my husband. You have to go and check your male people. I'm not going to call out any names, but you need to check them for why men have the rep they do and make men like you look bad. And I'm just going to leave it there. But I'm not going to throw their names out because I don't want to put nobody on blast. Now, and Keisha say women are better at doing it.
We are better at doing it.
Start. Please do not get them started.
We are better at doing it, but their numbers are still higher than ours. But anyway, but that's
why y'all better at doing it. Why y'all better at doing it? Because we usually just be who we are, and y'all got all these schemes.
No, because the bottom line is
we gotta trust y'all deception.
We know men. Look, that's because men are too trusting of women. They think women can never be manipulative, but that's a whole nother story. We're gonna have to talk on that.
We will actually, you know what, guys? I think we will have a show on this. We're gonna have.
We really should. We really should.
And I think we'll have a few. I think we'll have a few more people.
Get some authors on to talk about it.
But I think that'll be a very.
I think the world is different,
but not tonight. Not tonight.
It's different, not that different. It's different, not that different. Okay. All right, but this is the part. This is because we got to make sure I get through this because we can talk all day. She's still going. Keisha's still going.
Stop.
Look, Keisha's still going.
Please.
I'm posting this, so I ain't helping. I'm putting what she's saying, but I need you to stop. Okay. All right. So this is this and that. I'm gonna do this and that a little bit different, just because your significant other, your husband, your partner in life is right there. So I want to see how much you know about your wife. This is what I'm gonna say. So when I ask these questions, this or that, and yes. So when I say this or that, I'm gonna count to 3 each time, and both of you blurt out an answer. And we'll see how much you know, because it's about what she feel. You're saying what she would choose, not what you would choose, what she would choose. Okay.
Okay.
Y'all got it? You got it? We got it?
Yeah.
All right. So just to make sure we're clear, I'm going to say this or that. And I'm going to give a scenario. I'm going to count to 3, blurt out your answer so that neither one of you got time to think about it. Okay?
Okay, we got to blurt it out on 3.
Yes. All right. So first, on the beach or on the balcony? 1, 2, 3.
Beach.
Balcony.
All right. Now, keep in mind, Mr. V, when I say 1, 2, 3, y'all got both blurted out.
He is. Let me get a delay.
I'm guessing what she wants.
Okay.
You're guessing what she want to do?
Yes. Yes, not you.
I was talking about what I wanted. Okay, my bad.
It's all about her, not you. Keep that in mind. What you think. This is about Miss V, not Mr. V.
Okay, I got you. My bad.
Okay.
You can see how it really go in this household.
I see. I get it. Okay, so that was the first one.
It was just a misunderstanding.
All right. Quality time or physical touch? 1, 2, 3.
Physical touch.
Quality time.
Okay. Hug from the back or hug from the front? 1, 2, 3.
From the back.
From the back.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. By finger or by tongue?
Tongue.
I messed that up though. I said 1, 2, 3 first, so I threw you off. I'm sorry, Mr. V. He's still thinking. He's still processing.
He ain't thinking.
He didn't answer though.
He ain't going to answer. He know the answer. You just put him on the spot.
That's what we're doing. You see the show, Mr. V.
On the spot.
You see the show, Mr. V.
On the spot, like I usually put other authors on the spot. You put him on the spot, cause ain't no shame in my game.
Oh my God! I didn't tell you. I'm just drinking lemonade, y'all.
You see, he's still smiling.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Next. You can sit back from from the screen a little bit, buddy. Make sure you ain't
Someone else is gonna want me to say. I got plenty to say, but I'm just gonna think this is the time and place to start saying it. Oh, okay.
Let's go.
Okay. Okay. Submissive or dominant? 1, 2, 3.
Submissive.
Okay. I need you to answer. Oh, you said it's a delay. Never mind.
He is. He's got a delay.
You said that. Never mind. So I'll stop fussing. Okay. All right. Threesome with a man or threesome with a woman? 1, 2, 3.
Woman.
He said, "Bet not."
He has a saying: only one penis per fantasy.
You ain't getting along. I'm always gonna choose a man in a threesome. I'm always gonna choose a man in a threesome.
Look, Keisha said, y'all,
you can have your fantasies. You can have your fantasies. I'm just not gonna be. That ain't right. I got that part covered. I don't need to be. Look,
I feel the same way. Don't we?
No. But here's the thing. If we're being real, and you got two men, you got one man coming into you in the front and another man coming into you in the back. Your penis and your anus and your vagina are so close together that they're going to rub penises against each other. So, and most guys
are gonna be looking like a rotisserie.
Most of them, it's not going to feel comfortable because that layer of skin is so thin that they're just about touching.
I disagree.
Okay.
You can disagree, but
I don't comprehend this type of conversation. I don't know nothing about none of that.
Right, Keisha. Exactly what Keisha said.
I ain't saying they gotta have sex with me at the exact same time, but I don't want to be with another woman when I can have a nice fine man too. That's all I'm saying.
I
know you can't speak on that.
Why just not leave them out? Why not just leave them out?
If we're doing a threesome,
the question was
saying threesome.
And the question was the threesome, so you have to pick one or the other.
You do.
I said better
you
not.
You already said better not. So I can only assume you like what she said. Your rule for the house. I get it. It's just interesting. That's another conversation. How men are so comfortable with women being around you, but sex is sex.
No, I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I ain't mad at how people get down. I don't get down like that.
I hear you.
Okay.
All right. This is the last question because we got to give Cassie some time to do a live reading of her story, of her book. All right. Same time, I'm gonna ask you the question 1, 2, 3. Okay. His best friend or your best friend's husband?
My best friend's husband.
The papers will be in the mail.
He still hadn't answered.
He did. He said the papers will be in the mail.
What? What was your answer?
I plead the fifth. That's my answer.
Basically, he's saying either way, we get a divorce.
Look, you don't know Mr. V. She asked me a question like that, put me in trouble with everybody I'm dealing with. Asked me a question, made me in trouble with everybody I'm dealing with.
I seen that one. I seen that one. That's how I know how to weave these.
Anywho.
Yes. Okay.
What was it?
That was good.
Your best friend. Good. What was it? Your best friend. Your best friend's woman.
Best friend's husband or man. It was
your best friend's husband.
His best friend or best friend's man.
Well, I'd be dealing with the woman, so it'd be my best friend's woman or
no, it wouldn't be you. Period.
It's about her. It's about her.
It's for me, not you. Don't even get that thought in your head. No.
I feel cheated. You got some cute best friends too.
My interview, my co-host rules. We get to double team you tonight.
Yes. Love it. Love it. Love it. Yes. Love it. Yes. So everybody's laughing. Everybody's having a good time. That's good.
Well, as long as
That's
it's
good.
only one guy in a double team, I can accept it.
Equal opportunity.
He is
Equal
not
opportunity.
going for it.
Equal opportunity.
He is not going for it.
I'm with that. I'm with that. I'm with that. Equal opportunity. Do your thing. Do your thing. Do your thing. I ain't mad.
Excuse me.
All right.
I'm not hating.
Good. Good. I appreciate that's the whole point. We all have our point of view. That's the whole point of this show.
Right.
All right. So we're going to give Cassie, after we calm ourselves down, we're going to give Cassie a moment. She's going to read an excerpt from Marco, which is being released tomorrow. So make sure you can still pre-order so that you could be reading it late tonight, or make sure you just
On
get
my
it at some point.
birthday.
Yes, I was going to. You messed it up. I was going to say.
Wax.
Oh.
You see this look on my face?
I see you look so disappointed in my ex.
Yes. 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 Okay.
Ice are hot wet.
What?
Huh? What'd you say?
What?
Ice are hot wax.
Ooh, I like both. Hot wax, because I've never tried that one.
It's hot.
I want to try it. I want to try
It
it.
burns.
I want to try it. I have a very high pain tolerance.
Yeah, you said that. Mine
Yeah.
is not so high. So I just, you messed it up on me because I was gonna play this for you. Because y'all, if y'all don't know, tomorrow is Cassie's birthday. So everybody, if you listening right now, say happy birthday. I'm gonna try to get it to
The big
because Stevie Wonder
5-0.
version is so long.
Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that.
I didn't even hear you, so don't say it again.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Everybody would bring their happy birthday wishes in. All right.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.
Yes, I cannot listen to that because then I got to hear my voice. So I will not watch this replay at all. Okay. So we're going to get right into, we're going to let Cassie have a moment because she is going to read from her book. So let me kind of switch it up a little bit as she prepares for her to read to us. It is not allowing me to. So you might want to black yourself out.
Alrighty. Interesting.
What?
It pulled you up. It's all good.
That is interesting. Why?
Yeah,
that is weird.
Picture is up. It's okay.
That's
it's
weird. Okay.
Okay. All right, guys. This happens to be a scene halfway through the book, Marco. Piper is at her shop and she's closing for the day. And after all of her staff is gone is when this little scene happens. After they leave and I lock up, I head to my office to finish some paperwork. The sound of keys rapping against the glass door breaks my concentration. When I glance at the clock, I realize it's well after 9 and I can't imagine who would be at the shop. I stretch and yawn as I wonder if Kenneth stopped by on his way home. It would be out of his way to do it, but I can't think of anyone else who would be here at night. I push back from my desk and head to the front. My heart pounds wildly in my chest as I look at the person peering back at me. He's almost a shadow in the darkness except for the light coloring of his tan face. My feet feel like they have leaden weights holding them in place. When he knocks harder but slower and in measured beats, I have no choice but to move forward. I lick my lips and try to tamp down the nervous butterflies in my belly. Unlocking the door, I peer into the dark night to ensure I see no one out there that shouldn't be. I only see the usual crowd heading to the bars up and down the block. What are you doing here? I ask after locking the door behind him. You know why I'm here, Piper. I shove my hands into the back pockets of my jeans and rock nervously back on my feet. I don't know why. It's too fucking hard to stay away, especially now that I'm here. We can't do this, Marco, I whisper. He steps closer to me and bends his head looking into my eyes. Didn't hear you. Say it louder, he challenges. I glare up at him. That bastard heard me. He knows it's hard for me to speak those words, and now he's challenging me? I'm getting married, Marco. That's supposed to mean something to me? It means something to me, I argue. His hand goes to the back of my neck, and he bends his head, instantly claiming my mouth. I feel powerless and rooted to the spot as he plunders my heart, wrecking my determination and destroying all my good intentions like the savage he is. His kisses are what I once lived for. The touch of his hand at the nape of my neck and the tiny circles he makes behind my ear where the bandage is shoots desire in my heart and fire in my belly. When he finally pulls back, his dark eyes narrow. You keep telling me that you're getting married, but I can't tell that means a damn thing to you. Because you keep doing shit like this, I pout. I shout, pointing between us. If you really loved him, then you wouldn't let me. If you gave a fuck about being his wife, I wouldn't be here doing this, he says, wrapping his arms underneath me and lifting me from the floor. My legs wrap around his waist, and I don't feel powerless this time. If anything, I've intentionally pushed all thoughts of Kenneth and my fidelity to him out of my mind. I don't even try to ration what I'm doing the way I did last night when I thought about all the shit Kenneth is putting me through. Instead, I lose myself in the feeling of what Marco stirs inside of me. He walks us back to the inking room with the platform bed and opens the door. This room is where we do tattoos for our clients' intimate areas. After he closes the door, Marco lays me on the bed and covers my body with his. Hungrily, he kisses me, demanding that I open my mouth and legs wider for him as he presses against my core. Once again, my legs wrap around his waist and his fingers work between us as he unfastens my jeans. His cool hand slides down my panties and strokes me 3 times before inserting a finger inside me. I cry out as I arch my back and press against his fingers. He clamps his lips over mine again as he continues fingering me. There's only so much I can take before I'm flooded with passion. I tug at his pants. Marco lets up long enough to undo them and then covers himself with a condom. When he slides inside of me and ruts around, I feel whole. I didn't know how badly I needed him until this moment. How the fuck can I deny him anything that he asks when he makes my body feel this way? Marco keeps me on fire with his kisses and his touch. Can I live a life with a man who doesn't make me feel this way? Don't we both deserve more? Marco thrusts into me hard and takes ownership with unapologetic aggression. God, I scream, arching off the bed. His arms wrap around me, pulling me close as he frantically pounds deeper inside me. Squeezing my eyes shut, I bite into his neck. Marco releases a guttural groan, but he doesn't let up. The faster and more intense he thrusts inside me, the only sound I can hear is his coarse breathing, random curse words flying from his lips, and the sound of him pounding into my wet flesh. I don't expect to come so fast, but we haven't been at it for long before he has my body clenching from head to toe. I hold my breath as the ferocious waves of orgasm take me under. Marco comes seconds after me as his large, muscular arms clamp around me. Although he's holding me tight, I feel secure and right, as if this is where I belong. When he finishes, he peppers my face with kisses and then brushes my lips in the sweetest kiss he's ever placed on me. What's this? He asks, fingering the bandage behind my ear. Marco is still inside me, and I know he feels my body tense when he asks that question. A tattoo. He pulls back to gaze into my face. Piper. It's a symbol of your name, I whisper. He smirks. Warlike. You remember it. Yes, I whisper. Marco told me all those years ago that his name means warlike or warring. He'd said he felt his parents created his destiny when they named him that. Alternatively, his twin Massimo's name means great or biggest. Why would you want to remember that, he asked. To always keep a part of you with me. You are a warrior, Marco. Besides, it's what you do to me, I reply, sliding back from him. He grabs his penis and staggers to the wall where the tattooing supplies are set up. I fix my clothes as he removes the condom with a paper towel before he pulls his pants up. What's that? You keep me at war with myself, Marco. I know we're no good for each other, and I promise to stay away from you. That promise flies out the window the minute I see you. He's back at my side, fingering the bandage again. I never meant to break your heart. Yeah, we all have good intentions, Marco. You never... He stops me mid-sentence by placing his hand against my lips. Shh. The frown that mars his face tells me something is wrong as he cocks his head a little. Someone else got a key to this place, he asks. My mind races frantically. Shit. Kenneth. Your fiance? Yes, lay on the bed on your side, I whisper, grabbing a can of disinfectant spray and spraying the room. Why? Marco grunts. I glance at him, knowing he's ready for a confrontation. Marco isn't the type of man to avoid a confrontation and will stand strong against the repercussions. I don't know if I can, though. Stay here and trust me. Please, lay on the bed, I whisper, rushing to the door. I throw a pleading glance in his direction, and though his nostrils are flared and his jaw is clenched, he does what I ask of him. I slip out of the door, closing it behind me. Kenneth, I say, forcing a smile to my lips and the nervousness out of my voice. He grabs me and pulls me close to him before kissing my lips. Thought I'd drop by your place to surprise you, but when I didn't see you there, I came here instead. Figured you were working late. Yeah, a client needed a later appointment because of a late work schedule. She in there? He asked, nodding towards the closed door. Yes, he's in there. He, Kenneth asked, lifting an eyebrow. Yes, he. I thought that room was for tattoos and intimate spots. It is. Where could you possibly be tattooing a man at? Kenneth asks, scrunching his face up. He's getting Jacob's ladder. What? It's a piercing. And you can't do it out here? He asked, spreading his arms around the shop. Not this type, no. What type? I chew my bottom lip before I say, it's a penile piercing. What? He shouts angrily. I pray Marco doesn't come running out here feeling like I need him to rescue me. Look, I need you to calm down. I've been doing this for years, Kenneth. It's not my first one, and it won't be my last one. Like hell, it won't, if I have anything to do with it. And you won't, because this is my business. I don't like it, he growls. Yeah? I don't like it when you come to my house or shop smelling like another woman's perfume. I have to grin and bear it and accept your explanation of hugging voters and kissing babies, I say, using air quotes. He works his lips furiously and shakes his head. I'll wait out here. No, you'll go home, and I'll call you when I get home. I'm not leaving you with you will. Look, Kenneth, this isn't about your ego. This is my place of business, and my clients have the right to feel comfortable getting service and not being evil-eyed by my fiance and their city councilman. Besides, I just started this, and it will be hours before I'm done. Go home. I promise to call you when I'm done, I say, grabbing his hand and leading him to the door. I don't like this. I understand, but you have to trust me, I say, cringing at the irony of my words. Kenneth shakes his head and kisses me on the cheek. I watch as he storms out the door and stumps down the street where his car is parked half a block away. My heart starts to settle down after I see him drive away. Say the word. I turn to see Marco watching me in the doorway. What word? He shakes his head. Tell me you want me, and I'll make him a memory. That sounds like a threat. I don't make threats to Sorrel. That's a promise. And that is it.
Wow. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So y'all gotta
And apologies, Mr. B had to leave. Suddenly had an emergency. Everything's good, but he had to go.
Oh, okay. I was wondering. I was like, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. He did his part. That's why he was here to do what he needed to do. So, yes. So, again, tomorrow is not only Cassie's birthday, it is also the release of Marco, the next on the Savage Bloodline. So, definitely make sure you get your copy. It was definitely a fun time. I just want to do another shout out for myself. I have my next Lipstick Diaries, The Promise, is also out this Friday. So you can pre-order now and get your copy. It's a standalone, or you can read as a part of the Lipstick Diary series. So get your copy. So any final comments, Miss Cassie, about what you're looking forward to with tomorrow being your birthday and release day?
Yeah, I had an interesting birthday weekend this weekend that I don't want to repeat. So tomorrow I plan on hiding away from the world and spending my time working on a book that I am writing in an anthology with some of my other Savage Bloodline sisters, but it's a different anthology. Okay. I'll go out and get something great to eat. Hope and pray I can make it to the post office because I got some stuff I'm supposed to be sending some people. Sorry, guys.
Wait. What we talked about earlier?
Yeah.
Y'all. She told me she was doing that today. I'm sorry.
I was, and life Yeah, life keeps happening. So I plan on definitely having some good food tomorrow, some good drinks, but other than that, I am hiding away from the world, and it'll be me and my laptop, which is my other best friend, and me and Mr. B.
Yes, yes, yes. So everybody, let's make sure that Cassie has a wonderful. She'll have a wonderful birthday regardless. But it'd be even better, icing on the cake or the cherry on the top, if you help her book go number one.
Go
So
get Marco. He is
yes,
available on Amazon.
yes, you can get it right now, and there's a lot of as your readers are chiming in, they can't wait. They're all excited about your book that's coming out. Can't wait to midnight. So definitely appreciate everybody's support. Just want to say, hope you join us. We're going to start doing this particular podcast, the Cozy Sips with Cat, with Cassie and Tiye, twice a month, every other Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so we will actually have a show next week. Our very first guest will be Sonia B. And I might be saying it wrong because I didn't get the pronunciation that she sent Cassie. So I hope I'm saying it right. It's Sonia or Sandra B, who is going to, what is it?
It's Sonia.
I said, okay.
So the J, the J
is silent. Okay, that's okay. I was right. Okay, so she will be coming and she'll be our guest next week on the 14th, which is next Tuesday. So hopefully y'all can tune in and see what we did tonight is what we're going to do every time we talk to every time we talk to an author. It's going to be a night full of fun, helping you get more acquainted with who we are as authors and who we are as women. And we just want to have fun. So definitely hope you stay tuned in. And Cassie, anything you want to say? Because I feel like I'm talking a lot today.
No, I think you've wrapped it all up. I had fun with you ladies. Thank you all for coming out and joining us tonight, for your support. Thank you for your birthday wishes. And thank you for always supporting Tiye and I on everything we do, every venture. And just so you know, we got a lot of stuff going on, but we will be coming back together again to write more books together for you guys. So just continue to follow us, continue to find out what's going on in our world, because we are an open book trying to share everything with you guys. So thank you all for being here tonight. Love you much.
See y'all till next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.